Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how I prepped my week in a life album. And the documenting week was a few weeks ago, but I didn't manage to edit this video. So first I decided to do an introduction or opening page, and for the front I decided to do kind of paper strips, and then after I cut them I would sew them together with a zigzag stitch. And here you can see me cutting up the pattern paper. I think they came in the Week in Life kit, or it was an add-on, I'm not sure. And I just cut them up, and then I realized the pattern on it, the writing, was the same. So if I only cut from the right side, I would always have the same pattern on these strips, and that looked a little bit weird. So I cut them up in different places of the pattern so I could simply mix and match them, and it looked a lot better then. And by the way, this was not my idea. I just scrolled through Instagram and I saw this amazing title page and I had to recreate it. And I think it looks very nice because Week in a Life is kind of always my rainbow project, because the main kit always has a lot of colors in it and it's really bright and fun. So I thought this title page was really perfect. And to make my life a little bit easier with the zigzag stitch later on, I adhered all the strips on the back with some adhesive so they would really hold together and stay in place. And then I will go in with my sewing machine and a zigzag stitch to just add a little bit of texture, a little bit of fun. So in this case, the stitch is not really holding the paper and it looks a lot neater, and yeah, it's just a lot easier this way. And before even stitching, I just wanted to check if my vision was looking great. So I just took this 3x4 journaling card, and it says 1 week, 7 days, and it's kind of a good title for this 1 week project. And I cut it up because I really love the scallop shape that a lot of things had. So I just fuzzy cut it with my scissors, and then I also prepared the back of the page. I wanted to use this pattern here, and later you can see me that I will cut out little flip ups, because I wanted to do kind of an overview with photos of everyone in my household. And then I also was thinking about how to embellish it, but yeah, I couldn't decide, so I first only did the flip ups. And it's always such a nice way to start an album. I also do this often with my December daily albums, to kind of just have an introduction. You know, if you have multiple albums from multiple years, because I'm doing now Week in Life, I think for the 6th time, I'm not sure, but you can really see the differences in the photos and how I changed and how my life changed. And this is kind of always the best thing about these projects, because you can then look back and kind of see how your life has changed, and that's amazing. And you can see I just used a knife and a ruler and just did it by hand, so no silhouette cutting or whatsoever. This was really the quickest and easiest way to do this. And then I'm also using my ruler to kind of flip and fold it a little bit so the flips will work a little bit easier. And then I also was thinking about adding the half circles later. And here you can see how I'm adding my zigzag stitch. I think I just used a white or a really light cream color for the thread, because this was kind of a color that was repeating in all the patterns. Usually I would choose a bright color for the thread because I think it's very fun. But in this case, the patterns were really bright and colorful, so I thought a cream or white color would be nice. And the hard thing was just to stitch it really straight and to have the zigzags on both sides of each pattern stripe. And here you can see the finished result. I think it looks so cute. And then with the little journaling card, scallop edged cut out, it really looks so cute. And then I just adhered my little scallop title card in the middle. And the sad thing is that I really did not get any further, so that was the only thing I had prepared, and you will later see in this video my current state of the album because I am not finished yet. One other thing I have prepared are these little filler pages, whatever, and for each page I used a different color of thread. So here you can see me doing the pink one, and I chose a kind of reddish orangey color because it was matching the other elements, like this little plastic quote card and this little 3x8 journaling card with a scallop edge just came in the kit. And I had some pattern paper left, so I also attached it with a zigzag stitch, and I really love how this element is repeating now through the album. And it was a little bit annoying to always change the color of the thread for each page, but I think it was really worth it because it looks so fun to have one color for each day, but sometimes a different color pops up. So I really love this little divider page. And you will later see that I added photos of each meal that I ate on that day on the little 3x8 journaling card. So this is now the current status of my album, and we're currently already in August and this is not finished, and this is very unusual for me, but life has been very busy. So I still have my title page here and the back of it is not finished. I wanted to do kind of portrait photos of everyone in my household here as an introduction. Never did it. But what I did is to establish kind of a design formula for Monday already. So I will have the transparency here, and then my journaling for the day will be in this pocket here, and I decided to have it in one place and just write it all down, and then maybe to have an additional photo or maybe kind of an overview or the date here from Monday. I'm not quite sure. And you can already see I have printed out my photos for Monday, and I wanted to work a little bit more in collages this time because I do not want my album to get bulky, because last year's have been very thick, and this is kind of a way to include a lot of photos in just one page. And I already placed this embellishment here in the middle because I quite like the grid, and then this. Then I wanted to do something with the numbers mini kit, and this is what I decided on. I have one sentiment for every day of the week, so for Monday it's cups, so this journaling card here will hold one photo that matches to the sentiment. Okay, so I had this pattern paper here left, and I thought that I will put this on here, but maybe to have a little bit of vellum between them so the reds are not melting into each other. And then I don't know if I have 10 cups for the whole week, but this is kind of the idea, that I will you know, make a little cluster. And then I will use my fuse tool to just cut down the page protector here. Or maybe just use my sewing machine, I'm not sure. Then on the back here I will have these tags here. The one already says cup, so I don't know what I will put here. And this is the insert that you saw me preparing before I even started documenting. So these pages are luckily the ones that are already done. I have my pattern paper here, little zigzag stitch, and then I took photos of all the meals that I had throughout the week, and I really like the 1, 2, 3 of this little quote thingy here. And then again, I'm working with collages of photos, and then also having this little chipboard piece here. And I also collected a little bit of ephemera throughout the week, so I want to put it in this 2x2 page protector. Then I also had these journaling cards here, and I wanted to have a different shape in my album, so this is what I decided I want to do. And then I have one page protector left with just photos and the journaling cards. I'm not quite sure what I will write here, or just maybe put in additional photo in here. But preparing Monday was just a good start to get into this project again. I really want to finish this album as fast as I can, but I have kind of a lot of projects right now, and yeah, I'm kind of a little bit lazy when it comes to now this big pile of work, and I took a lot of photos. I have a lot to say in my journaling. This is always yeah, a big project. But I am always very grateful and happy when I finish those and have them as a memory. So let's see how I will continue. But for now I wanted to just give you a little update and show you all the things that I've done for the prep for this album. And I hope to see you soon in my next video. Bye!